Should I accept returns on eBay or should I not? That's the question we're going to answer today. Hey, but first, like this video and make mad cash on eBay. Do that by subscribing, because the more you watch, the more you're going to make. You hear the cha-ching on your phone, you're super excited because you just made mad cash on eBay and you are ready to go to the bank and cash out your money, right? And then you get an email from a buyer and they're like, they want to return it, and you're like super bummed because it sucks. Returns suck. I totally feel you there. And human nature says that sometimes we get into protection mode and we just want to go ahead and issue like a no return policy because we want to hold on to as much money as we possibly can. But is that the best choice for your eBay business? We're going to discuss by looking at some stats, because stats are super fun. Everyone loves a good stat, right? Did you know that 67% of consumers actually look at return policies before they'll ever even make a purchase? And of that 67%, 81% of those consumers want to see a no hassle, easy to return, and with no return shipping fees return policy. So what does that mean? Basically, it means that 67% of people are looking through your return policy, and if you don't have one, 80% of them are hitting the road. So if you don't have a return policy, you're kind of cutting your market like drastically. And guess what? You have a return policy, whether you know it or not. If you're selling on eBay, eBay will make you refund a buyer if they feel like the buyer has a case. It doesn't matter if you want a no return policy, you have a return policy because eBay has a buyer protection money back guarantee and they will make you refund that buyer. And if you think eBay is the only one with that policy, think again. I could tell you some nightmare Amazon stories. Okay, so since it looks like you're gonna have to deal with returns whether you like it or not, let's talk about some strategies to lessen your risk of returns. Strategy number 1, pick a category to sell in that has a low return rate and a low scam rate. Okay, like a high scam rate category, for instance, would be something like electronics, like laptops, cell phones, that type of thing. Clothes is like a high return rate, but not necessarily a high scam rate. It's just, hello, women. You know how we are, right? We'll try something on. If we don't like it, we will return it. So that is a high return rate category as well. So you might want to stick to categories like collectibles or books or things like that that just don't have as high of a return rate or as high of a scam rate. By the way, I know getting scammed is one of your worries and concerns, and I get it. So I made an episode about how to spot a scammer and what to do if you think you are being scammed. So you can go check out that video right now or after this video, because I really feel like that's going to put your mind at ease as well. Okay, strategy number 2 is to make sure that you take very accurate photos of your item and you describe it accurately. I mean, no buyer wants to be surprised. At least they don't want to be like unpleasantly surprised. So take lots and lots of photos of the item. And if there's a flaw, take up close pictures of the flaw. Highlight it. Don't try to hide it. That way the buyer knows exactly what they're getting and there's no surprises in the back end. Make sure you discuss it in the description as well. Tell about the flaw, tell about the item as best as you possibly can. By the way, eBay allows you to have up to 12 photos, and not only is it going to help you in the algorithm because the algorithm loves lots of photos because it's rich content, but also, again, it helps the buyer understand exactly what they're getting. Package and ship your item with care. I mean, obviously, that's kind of an obvious one. You don't want it to arrive broken or damaged, but also maybe use a service that you trust. I mean, I trust USPS, but I have had some nightmare issues with USPS as well. I mean, it's going to happen. No matter who you use, you're going to have some scenarios where things arrive damaged or they don't arrive at all. But, use a service that you trust and make sure you're packaging it carefully so that it doesn't arrive broken or damaged. The next strategy is to be as personable as possible when you're listing your item and when you are communicating with your buyer. when I sell an item, my buyers always get an email from me. And in this email, I infuse as much of my personality as possible. I want them to feel like they know me. I want them to like me. But I'm not like dishonest. I truly am just showing my personality. And when they get this email as soon as they buy it, then when it's shipped, they get another email. And then when they receive the item, they get another email. And all of these emails have a piece of my personality infused into it. And why is that? It's because people are less likely to scam you and less likely to want to be kind of hateful if something goes wrong if they feel like they know you and if they like you. By the way, to do this process, it's actually pretty easy. All you have to do is go into your Seller Hub, go down to settings and click on automated or automation preferences. And then automatically it will pop up with your preferences. You'll scroll down to where it says emails eBay send for you. You will click apply and that will just make it automatic that it will send to your buyers. Then you click on manage communication with buyers. Once you do that, it will take you to this page, and then all you have to do is select the action and when you're going to send your emails to the buyer, and then you can go ahead and automatically add your custom message and save it, and it will automatically send to your customers when they do each of these actions. It's that easy. Also, a little bonus tip for you, if you put a nice smiling picture of you on your account, it also helps for people to get a feel of how friendly you are and how easy you are to deal with. It's just another way to add personality to your account. There are also going to be times you have to do a return that you're not so thrilled about. Like the buyer isn't necessarily honest or something. It happens. This one time, I sold a soccer jersey to a military guy actually in Afghanistan. Sent it to him, and all of a sudden, I get the return back from this buyer. I open the package, and oh my word, it reeked. It was like this guy wore this thing for like 4 or 5 days straight, didn't wash it, and then just sent it back. I was just like, gross. It was so gross. He sent it back saying that it didn't fit. And I was like, dude, if it didn't fit, how did you wear it so long to get it that stinky? Sometimes, you just get those returns from buyers and you're like, okay, whatever, dude, whatever. I refunded the money anyway and moved on. That's how it goes. Okay, so as much as I know you want to hold on to every bit of profit that you could possibly make and you want to do the no return policy, don't do it. Keep a return policy. Actually make a killer return policy. Get ahead of it. Highlight it. Make the buyer know that you are easy to deal with and that you're going to offer free return shipping. That's my suggestion, because 81% of the people surveyed said that they would never buy from a seller again if they had to pay return shipping. And 89% of people said that they would buy from a seller again if they had a positive return experience. So that just tells you, listen, a large majority of people want easy returns and they don't want to have to pay shipping to have it returned. If you can just be generous up front and pay a little bit up front, it's going to pay off in dividends, because 357% sales increase is possible when you offer free shipping on returns, according to the stats anyway. So the answer is yes, you do need to do a return policy. The reason why? You have a return policy, whether you want it or not. It's eBay's return policy. So you might as well use it as a marketing standpoint and make your own and go out there and kill it on eBay. Hey, but you know what? We're not done here. Go watch this next video. You're gonna learn a lot, I promise.